All right, you're leader of the flock, people. Once again, bringing you some NBA Jam for the PlayStation 3. And a lot of people might sleep on this or might be, oh, this is too cartoonish or whatever. But this is pretty cool. I mean, it's an excellent alternative to playing 2K. I mean, because I remember when NBA Jam first came out back in I want to say 1993, may have been 94, but I'm thinking 93. It had the NBA license, and it was able to use their players. And mind you, one of the only games I've ever seen with Charles Barkley actually in the game. So I mean, Midway wasn't afraid to take a chance, and they weren't afraid to like come out there and not take themselves too serious. I love the game. Where else could you play this type? The only game that was actually close to this was Arch Rivals. I mean, it took the Arch Rivals, formula and just flipped it and made this a household franchise. I mean, I don't know about any of you, but the graphics were tight. Even for that day on the arcade, the players looked exactly like their counterparts. And, and it played good too. It was fun. Anybody can pick up and learn how to play the game easily. So it wasn't too much, involved, with learning it. It wasn't a high learning curve to play this game. And as you can see, I'm playing with my team. I'm running with the Bulls, D Rose, you know what I mean, and Carlos Boozer. You know, I mean, I'm really, I'm really liking what the NBA, how the NBA season is turning out now. Because when the season first started, although albeit it's a shortened season due to the lockout. A lot of players didn't come, into the season in shape, so we were getting a bad product, man, for like the first 20 games, and there's no mistake about it. I mean, it was not a very good season when it first started. I mean, and right now it's like looking at the teams right now. It's looking like a 3 or 4 team race. Who will end up being in the finals or winning the whole thing? And the first team I'm gonna start off with is the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat, man, they are playing, man. They are playing their asses off. I mean, they play lockdown defense, and they got two of the top 5 or 6 players in the league, so you can't really dispute that. You gotta give credit where credit is due. I mean, they beat the Bulls in 5 games in the playoffs after the Bulls embarrassed them in game 1, and after that, it was over. So, the next team that's doing really well is the Oklahoma City Thunder, which has they're the top seed in the West right now. I mean, you can't sleep on the Spurs. Oklahoma they're just doing their thing, man. They came out firing from the season start, and they're still doing their thing. So I really expect some big things out of them. I mean, so we'll see how that goes. I spoke about the Miami Heat. Let me talk about what was the hottest topic for like the past month. It's kind of cooled down a little bit now, but the whole Jeremy Lin, the Linsanity, the New York Knicks. The Knicks were doing well until Carmelo came back. Once Carmelo came back, it seemed to like drag the team down. And I like Carmelo. I think he's the best, like one-on-one scorer in the league. But as far as being a good teammate, I don't know. He seems to be a black hole at times. So I mean, hopefully they can get it together, because when the Knicks do well, it's like the NBA is doing well. It's good for the league to have that team doing well. Of course, I got to talk about the Bulls. Coming out winning games with Derrick Rose, without Derrick Rose. I mean, Luol Deng is balling. He made the All-Star team. Joakim Noah's playing good. The bench mob, what they call them, got the best bench in the NBA. So you can't front on that either. Switching up again. Let's see. I'm really thinking that you can't sleep on the Dallas Mavericks either. I mean, they won it last year. They won it all last year, and they can very well do it again. Who knows? So we'll see. We will see. this season is, turning out to be okay, and hopefully, hopefully we in for some other stuff. This whole Dwight Howard, Darren Williams thing, I'm actually interested to see what happens with that. So, my game is over. I won 60-40. Go Bulls. Let's hopefully we have a better, second part of the NBA season, man. So I'm out your ear. Peace.